Hey, folks. So the time started back over again. So let me get this out of the way here. I'll just name some stuff off. I got some checklists in my head that I thought I'd take care of a little bit. So I did a little bit of Fed posting on that last video talking about revolution. I've talked about the eventual revolution, and maybe I was a little bit Fed posty. I after kind of spending some time contemplating life, as we've been doing. I thought to myself, maybe I'm a little bit off on that. We all kind of live in that fantasy of, read Siege, bro, and, it's like the revolution's going to come. It's going to be like, it's going to be like, come on. Thank you. All right, got my cat here. Okay. It's going to be like, Mad Max, bro, or it's going to be, it's going to be like Terminator, bro, and it was kind of cringy. I think at the end of the day, like I say though, so I'll say at least this is that at the end of the day, I will still live by what I said that you're gonna do what you're gonna do what you have to. Come on, get down. Okay, come on, hold on, everybody. Just give me a moment. I know no one's listening, and that's all right. Come on, you are stubborn. Come on, stubborn. There you go. Why don't you stay down there? It says, okay, all right. Go ahead and just stay down there. All right. But anyway, basically what I was going to say is that, you're still going to do what you got to do and make your way in life. I think that's pretty much what I've said before. But anyway, just to make sure, that's what I mean. So, to move on from there, we saw... we're seeing a big shift going on, is that we see, of course, people like Vaush starting to kind of falter a little bit, at least in my view. I think his first falter is, of course, the, admitting that horseshoe theory must be correct because black nationalists and white nationalists are the same thing. And he doesn't understand people like Kwame Ture. I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear that AC in the background. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but I think that he's wrong. He doesn't want to understand people like Kwame Ture or people like, understand the Nation of Islam on a deeper level other than, well, they must be anti-Semitic. And he doesn't really want to understand these things. It's the same thing with, even the struggles in, Zimbabwe, or the former Rhodesia. And you can take your own things about it, and I'm not going to sit here and delve into... I'm not going to LARP on either side. What I will say is that's a form of black liberation, period. Or the Black Panthers or anything else. Is that in general, Vaush doesn't talk about that. He doesn't want to talk about those things. And I think this is going to be one of his many Achilles heels, is that he doesn't really want to get into that. And he's further showing himself to be kind of, a racist lib or just a normal liberal, But yeah, I don't know if the cat is bugging right now. Yeah, cat is bugging. Come on. I know. You're just such a cutie. I know. Let me go ahead and record this, okay? All right. I don't want to have to explain the situation right now. It's just boring, and I don't feel like doxing myself that much. Anywho, I thought I'd say, I think I checked those two off. We see, of course, Vaush changing, a bit more. It's like, well, let's go ahead and respond to this guy even he's starting to admit that it's boring talking about people like, Red Elephant and all this stuff. Even he admits that it's boring. Talking about the same 5 people, people are still talking about opening up by June. We saw, of course, Venezuela. We saw a private U.S. company, supposedly, they said that they were part of Trump's security detail, try to do some nefarious things in Venezuela, and they got caught. And of course, they were on Venezuela, Maduro was on Venezuelan TV holding up a U.S. passport, holding up a Texas ID, driver's license. And it just goes to show that And they even found the a tweet that they said and everything else about what they were going to do. Apparently, there's a lot of discussion of whether this was Juan Guaido who organized this or whether it was the United States government. So there's a lot of back and forth, but either way, it's a huge L. It is. It is an absolute huge L for the United States. It's embarrassing. It makes us feel, it makes us feel like, and once again, it's like the Bay of Pigs type of scenario. And I saw that take a fair amount on Twitter. But I think it's just sad. That's all it is. It's just sad. And it just goes to show that this country, there are so many issues that we don't know how to resolve, and that everybody's got their own idea. So we'll see. That's all we can say. I don't want to double down and just start to go back on the Fed posting route, but it's like it's going to get bad, man. It's just it's going to be this slow grind, this slow, destroying of things, and the only ones that are going to be there are the youth that are hungry enough and smart enough to actually take things down and have enough energy. So we'll see. Of course, the trade war with China, they're trying to get that going again, and that's going to be such a huge, huge mistake. I'm not going to sit here and fetishize China. I don't think I've fetishized China too much. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, it is a mess, man. It is an absolute mess, bro. I think with that, I think I'm about done. I just wanted to give that update. I'm going to go ahead and record some more of State and Revolution. I was going to actually try to do it as a regular video and just, do it through this Wondershare program that I have. But I can't figure out how to use a mic. I'm too boomer. I'm sorry. So I'll just do it the normal way that I've been doing it. Maybe I'll find a picture of Lennon and just kind of have that posted up, so it's not just this avatar, this lovely avatar of Michael Jackson. Maybe I'll do that. And so I'll read the rest of State and Revolution. And I've got so many books that I could read. It really comes down to how interested y'all are, and I'll kind of play it by ear. I at least want to finish where I start and finish reading State and Revolution. As y'all know, it's not a long book. State and Revolution is not that long. Occasionally, other than me making a comment here and there, I'll try to leave it up to the reader to decide what Lenin means. I'm going to try to at least let your imagination roam as to what Lenin meant back in, 1917? I think the version I'm reading, I believe, at least the foreword of it, is 1917. So, anywho, and from there, we'll just kind of read some books. I may do some outside stuff that I'll show y'all after school is finally done. It's not quite done yet. It's just a matter of formality, basically. It's just some tests online. And as you know, tests online are a joke. But anyway, I think that's about it, really. I appreciate that one person who came in. Basically, just an update. Like I say, we'll finish State and Revolution. Talk a little bit about Vosh, talk a little bit about Venezuela and how ridiculous it is. I think I think Syria has kind of, it's still, we've talked about the Syrian war possibly heating up. We're not quite sure about what's going on, basically. Is it kind of hush? At least I haven't heard too much yet. I'm sure that there's plenty of information. I just don't feel like digging for it. But that's basically it. Oh, of course. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, GSP. I think that's about it, though, really. We've just seen it's just going to be a slow decline, isn't it? I mean, maybe Graph Twitter is right. Am I shifting my opinion? Is it I'm shifting I'm shifting to Graph Twitter, where it's just like, well, the slow decline is going to happen, and there's nothing, Maybe it's time to read some more John Greer or something like that. I don't really. I know that's who Borzoi talks about, right? Is John Greer? Maybe I should get one of his books or something like that. I don't know. That's about it, though. Really, I think that's all I really have to say. like I say, appreciate GSP being in here, making his comments. I think that's about it, though. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to, be too much of a boomer and have some Minnesota goodbye where it takes me 10 or 15 minutes to end this. So I'll end it here. Y'all have a good day. Tomorrow we're going to be reading some more State and Revolution. So stick around. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, thank you, GSP. I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate you making the comments. I'm just here making these things. Okay. Anywho, I think I'm going to end it there, though. Thank you to GSP, though, for making some comments. And, like I said, tomorrow we're going to be doing some State and Revolution. So see you later. There we go.